Hello, thank you for joining me in my kitchen. And today we're going to be looking at these oatcakes. In fact, these are designated as North Staffordshire ones. They are a northern delicacy, but certainly I was able to buy them when I was living in other parts of the country. I have always made my own. These are they. Yes, I make wheat pancakes, buckwheat pancakes, which I love, stuffed with chicken in a mushroomy sauce. And obviously the wheat pancakes, I usually have those as sweet ones with oodles and oodles of orange and lemon juice and a bit of sugar. Yes, I could eat one now. So I've always made things from scratch. But these days, and I have to say, I thought when I was younger that I would be doing more of it when I was retired rather than less. I'm not quite sure what's gone on there, other than circumstances have changed, and so the garden and everything is down to me, probably time constraints. But when my sons were little, I didn't want them to have anything with preservatives or sugar in or anything. So I used to make my own yogurts and grew my own vegetables, made my own, what else did I do? Jams, marmalades, everything. Yes, obviously those had sugar in, but I knew what was going in. But baking, I always made cakes, but they were sweetened with honey rather than with sugar. Having diverted, let's get back to the oatcakes. So they are good. Not a lot of flavour to them like that. It's what you put in them. And one of my favourites is cheese. I usually use cheddar, Gloucester, any of the firmer cheeses. But I happen to have some feta cheese left over because I made a Greek salad yesterday. So I thought, right, I will have a go with that. I know that it melts all right, I have tried. So just literally pop that in there and give it a roll. Then onto the plate with the roll at the bottom. And the same with this. A roll at the bottom, a little bit of a press. That one, there's always one. So when that happens, a quick stab with a toothpick and a talking to. You behave. They're not all locked up yet. Then I use tomatoes, whichever seem not to be as good for just raw eating. So these are some of the small ones. I've actually halved them. I usually just prod them with a knife, but I'm not bothered about making it look pretty. So I'll just pop them in the sides. And there we are. That's it. I do like to sprinkle a little bit of cheese down the middle as well. Great for a breakfast, lunch, if you serve with additional vegetables, a full evening meal. They're also handy to take to work. You could prepare them the night before, put them in a plastic container, and don't slice the tomatoes because those will probably run and make them go soggy. Just do that lunchtime at work. 2.5 to 3 minutes in the microwave and you've got a lovely nourishing meal. I'm just going to wipe my hands from the cheese but I also like to make sweet ones. And again, for those, the savoury, you can use beans, and if you've got a cooked sausage, slice that up and put that in as well. If you've got leftovers of a spaghetti bolognese, don't bother with the spaghetti bit, but the bolognese sauce you can put in and roll. And again, those are really tasty and a good way to use up any leftovers. But the sweet ones, I used leftovers in one of these last week. I found at the back of the fridge half a jar of mincemeat left over from Christmas. I just stuffed it into the pancake and had it with yoghurt, and it was absolutely delicious. I find these peaches handy in a plastic container, and my garage is full of nails and things in these. I recycled them, but they're great because once you've opened a tin, you've either got to decant into something else. But here, just put the screw top back on and it's there for a while. And it is without sugar. It's in fruit juice. But today for these, I'm going to use one of my favourites. I'd got a nectarine, so I've just used a quarter of it and pop those in, and the blueberries. I love blueberry. Oh, my tongue and teeth aren't working today. What's wrong? Probably the brain's giving up. So just arrange them through the middle. And blueberries, being blueberries, they're going to bleed. But it really doesn't matter. Now that for me is fine. If, however, you've got a sweet tooth, then you can always add a little drizzle of honey if you wish. Again, as my mum used to say, putting them to bed, tucking them in, up and over. And I know this one will burst, so in with the oh yes, the saying is never work with animals and children. Obviously never work with animals and children and stuffed pancakes. Come on, I will not swear on camera. What's going on under my breath is another matter. Okay, right, in you go. There we are. And I've missed again. Ah, oh, dear me. Do you know, I think I should have stopped in bed this morning. That'll do. That'll do for government work. So, the savoury, 2.5 to 3 minutes in the microwave. These, have a look after 1 minute. And then serve with yoghurt. I'll just go and cook these and then you can see the finished product. Here we are with the finished product. Now I had tested the feta to make sure it melts, and yes, it is soft, but it doesn't melt as much as the presumably higher fat hard cheeses. But let's have a look in the middle. I'm not used to cutting them in the middle. I always work from the outside in. But there we are. Ah! Feta and oatcake and the tomatoes. Once I've added the pepper, they're just hot and squidgy. So that's that one. And here we have the sweet one. Health and safety. If there are children around, don't forget to remove any of the toothpicks. And this one, that one I did for 3 minutes. This one, I'll actually open it up and you can see that the berries are soft and squidgy. The nectarine's nice and hot. Close it back up, and with the yoghurt, job's a good one. Have a go, have a try, experiment with whatever you've got. And this is the first time I've used feta. I did try. That was my little try to make sure that it melted. So it does. I love feta. But have a go with something like cheddar first. One of the hard ones. And enjoy. Quick and easy, nourishing meals. I don't usually have oatcakes for dessert and main, but as I've got them ready, it would be rude not to. So I shall go and have a little feast on my own. Thank you for joining me. Take care. Bye for now. Bye.